ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to JCT TV. It is spectacular. We're here on deck with an outstanding panel today. I've been inspired just listening to some of the things that's been said. And we've had special guests in here, Jennifer Love. And we have returning to the platform none other than the outstanding JDX. Process was on fire. And I'm just inspired. With that being said, the subject matter of unification and restructure has been spectacular. And I want to stay on course with it. And I want you guys to really talk about, because I heard something about the vets, the election, the process, right? And people don't realize when they hear that term, the process, it's the process of what? The process of regaining your rights and yourselves and your property, the things that belong to you. Right? Everything is a process and everything deals with steps. And I enjoy just being here. I was speaking with someone the other day and I said, this is a great time to be alive. Mm-hmm. You know, to just say that we are here during the different processes and transfers of power. And you're seeing it everywhere. And it has to go and it has to complete its cycle. But what I'm going to do at this point right here, the two terms is there, unification and restructure. I'm going to toss it to my left. You are right out there in TV land.
As I was saying earlier, perhaps we as a people, we've been scattered for 400 years all around the world.
Plus.
And it's time, plus going up to be 5, it's time for us to come together as a people. Okay. Because we don't talk about, I don't discuss other people, I discuss us.
Yes.
Because when I look at the structure of our life today, especially the black family, we are not together. And it's time for us to call all the other nations of African people, especially the motherland, to take off the borders so we could come back to the original self of what we used to be before people came and divided us and put us into brackets.
I heard you mention diaspora a little while ago. You want to explain to the people what that is?
I mean, it's the people of the African nations that have been scattered to the 4 corners of the earth today, because in the Caribbean, in America, in England, wherever you find black people, we did come in the West as slaves, and then we've been taken away. So to reunify us back now, we need to come back and start looking back to home and call on home and tell home what we see that they are doing. That is, I mean, they put those things in place so that we can be blocked. Now we need to take down that structure that they put, the visa structure, the borders in the different continent, because it's one continent, but an African brother from Ghana cannot go to Togo without a visa. That's stupidity. Throw this thing out. We in the Caribbean as a nation, because we are right now, the whole Caribbean is a black nation. The slave master had to leave and go back to their own European country and leave us with the land. That was always originally ours, because the whole earth belongs to us, no matter what anybody says. We're not looking at the small portion of it as they divided. The whole earth belongs to the black family, because we are the first people of the earth, and we bring everybody else into the earth. So if we bring everybody else into the earth, and we were the first to run the earth, it belongs to us. Now, as a people, we just trying to reunify it, right? And I'm bringing it back to structure. Because as you said earlier, it's unification, reunification, and restructure. Now, I'm going to structure it back to its original state. And so since I'm reunified it, I'm calling it back so that our people can come together. We need to stop fighting with each other, fussing with each other. It's too petty. Those things are not for us. We shouldn't even be questioning ourselves of who we are. We are a nation of people. We are the mother and the father of everybody on earth. Now, for that state alone, I'm saying with us now as a people, we need to call back home and tell home it's time for us to know. Because we remember. We know we remember. Because that's where we're from.
Indeed.
And this is now we're calling back on Mama and say, Mama, I'm coming back home.
Well, with that being said, Mama, and you use the term earth, right? Let's talk to the earth. Let's talk to Mama and see what her standpoint is. This is the earth.
Yes, this is the Mama.
I agree with that. I think as we mentioned earlier before, a family, it starts with family.
It is.
And we need to look at each other as family.
Family, that's who we are, family.
You have to start with that. You have to listen, you have to be open to things, you have to understand that everyone is coming from a different place as well. Like we said, that communication is vital, but you got to get back to the family. And for so many years, especially us as black people, it has been just we've just trying to destroy us as family. And we got to get back to that root and build from that. I think if we don't do that, then...
Because the other thing, Pops, what I say, there is no black American or Caribbean person. Because at the end of the day, all of us is in the same boat. Mm-hmm. When they see me, they don't see I'm a Caribbean man. They see a black man. When they see you, they don't see a black American brother. Yeah. They see a black man. Exactly. Now, if we have the same, that's the problem. And you my brother and I'm your brother. Exactly. Because it's just that we don't even know. Why do the two of us connect so good? Exactly. Maybe you related to me,
Oh, no doubt.
I do. Because, first of all, it happens that they divide us. Take one of the sons, send him over to the Caribbean because he was stubborn. Take one of the sisters, sell her to somebody.
Yeah.
So a part of the restructure is actually unification.
Unification.
And in order to unify, we must communicate. That's what I got from what you're saying.
And not only that, too, Pops, and to restructure now, to me, the things that have divided us, we need to throw those things aside completely. First,
agreement.
The first of to restructure ourselves as a people, the name we have is not ours. We need to get our own people's name.
Get rid of that.
The religion we have is not ours. We need to give them back their religion. The whole system of things is not ours. We need to go back to our roots and get back to the foundation of family structure because we are a people of family.
The world can't end or the current systems and corruption can't end until you return to yourself.
You have to return to yourself.
Because you're the only thing that does not exist within itself right now.
And we are the only one. That's why when I talk, I don't speak for others, because others are always structured. Because anytime you see them, they always go back to their own. We are the only one that don't want to come to our own.
I want to see what the Mother of the Earth has to say in closing. And we're going to rock out, and we'll be back. Same subject matter, same building principles, same fire.
I like what we talked about earlier with the community. It starts with the little ones, the things that we are exposed to, things that are hidden from us. We got to really just dig into the roots, just like you're digging in the roots of the ground. And I think we need to start planting new seeds. Just to kind of get things restructured in the right direction. Because we're so scattered. Like you said, we're so scattered all over the place. And I think everyone is trying to look for something to grab onto. And you don't even know where to start. There's so much illusion today. Much. Unfortunately, and we're still digging our way out of that. And then on top of that, you got so much other crap that we just tossed at us. And sometimes you feel like you're drowning, and it's like, where do you go to? And sometimes the higher ups is not always,
the higher ups.
You know what I mean?
Right. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, everybody's on fire here. JDX still ready to go, but you've been here on the platform of JCT TV. The few have revisited you with the Pop and Jen show, The Process, here at Brass City TV.